everyone, and welcome back to Tabby Love of Cooking. Tonight's dinner is gonna be pretty much quick, but also tonight's dinner is keto spaghetti. Everything tonight is gonna be keto. The only thing that's not keto is, of course, my garlic knots and my two garlic rolls that I had left. But we're going to do keto tonight. So as you see, I already have my herbs sitting out. Here we have parsley, we have some thyme, we have rosemary, we have oregano, and we have Mexican bay leaf, onion, garlic, and we have pepper with all the colors, different colors. And then I'm going to be using this butternut squash noodles for the spaghetti noodles. And then we're going to be using the polo sausages for the meat tonight. And so I'm going to go ahead and cut all of this up. And then we're going to have this roast garlic sauce. And my husband, he takes and he reads the back labels for what's in it, consistent in the jar, especially when doing keto. But he does it for all our food through the house. So, but he's going to come and explain the ingredients in that stuff and what to look for and not to look for when you're doing keto. And then, of course, we're going to be using butter ghee for our pour butter ghee for the butter. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead on. I'm going to cut all of this stuff up. And then we're going to get to cooking. Onions, garlic, herbs, peppers. Going to go all in this pot, along with some ghee butter. And then I have the butter squash noodles, ghee butter, peppers, and the sausages. And those there. And then here is the sauce I'm going to be using. I can see if my husband would kind of explain what he looks for when he's on his keto diet.
So tonight my wife wanted me to explain how we choose our keto products. And so in a minute here, we're going to compare two very simple items, 2 bottles of barbecue sauce, to see how that's composed. And so keto is probably been around, it's been around for at least a decade and a half now. And a lot of people use it to lose weight. It's a very simple process to lose weight, and it's quite effective, and it's one that worked a lot for me. So I've switched now to a keto diet, but there are some times when I have cheat days and I'll sample some of her cooking. Basically what it is that you're going to limit your carbs to a net carb of 20 grams per day, and this allows the body to now convert fats that's stored in your body to energy, as opposed to using carbs for energy. So let's take a look at these 2 bottles of barbecue sauce, and you'll get a better idea of what I'm talking about. So let's use these 2 bottles of barbecue sauce to illustrate how you would pick out a keto product. So the bottle on the left, the sweet and smoky barbecue sauce, that is a regular barbecue sauce, and the one on the right is our keto barbecue sauce. If we look in the total carbs area on this nutritional fact label, we can see that the bottle on the left has 9 grams of carbs, and the bottle on the right has a total carbs of 4 grams. And to get our net carb for our keto diet, we need to subtract those 4 grams by any fiber or sugar alcohols. And so if we subtract 4 grams of carbs We subtract the 1 gram of fiber from it, and there is no sugar alcohols in this, so we would get approximately about 3 grams of carbs for every 2 tablespoons. And one of the things, the big things that makes this a keto friendly product is because if we zoom in a bit here and we look in the ingredients, we can see that over here they've used allulose instead of sugar. Now let's go to the bottle of regular barbecue sauce, and if we look right here in the ingredients, we can see that they used high fructose corn syrup. And so high fructose corn syrup is very high in carbohydrates. And one of the things on the keto diet you want to do is limit your carbs to 20 grams of net carbs per day. And this allows the body to now use fats instead of carbohydrates as a fuel source. And as a result, you tend to burn up any stored fat in your body over time. Now in contrast, let's look at the bottle of regular barbecue sauce on the left here, the sweet and smoky barbecue sauce. And if we look at the nutritional fact label here, the total carb on that is 9 grams. And there's no fiber in this, so we can't subtract fiber from it. So you can see that there is a lot more carbohydrates per serving size, which is 2 tablespoons in this product. And so once our body gets an excess amount of carbohydrates, it now starts using carbohydrates to fuel our body. And as a result, fats that are intaked are actually stored, and that's how we gain weight. And now let's get back to our keto spaghetti with Polish sausages.
So here we go. I'm going to start with adding our butter. And so, just going to take a tablespoonful, in the bowl it goes. Now I need to turn this fire back up some. Turn it up some because it wasn't up, so we need to turn it up and get this pot heated. I like to make sure it gets the whole bottom of the pan, but you know how to melt butter when it melts. The butter is done. So now I'm going to go ahead and drop my onions in first. I'm trying to make sure I got all my seasoning up over here. That didn't want to go in my hand. So, okay, there we go. Now I need to get me things they make during the day. So yep, I do it just like that. going to turn it down on low. Okay, I'm gonna turn this fire off now. Yep, that's good enough. Yep, just like that. That's how I want it. So now I'm gonna turn the fire off, because now what I'm gonna do is cover that up and let it sit there for a minute. Okay. I'll show you how much meat. Wow, he's really been eating that. Is that what's for in there? Do that little piece. And then what I'm going to do is I just cut these up. Actually, let me do it the way I do it. I'm going to split it in half. Then down again. And down again. I used to cut them like this, right? But then one day I did it like just cut it. I was actually cutting it for my grands, because you know they were young, so I was trying to split it, not make so it wouldn't be that thick. It's easier for them to bite off. And I realized, like, oh wow, okay, yeah, let me start cutting my meat like that now. So that's what I do. This is how I do it. Plus, it's giving out a little bit more than if you was doing it the double way. Especially if you like doing spaghetti or something like what I'm doing. So, yeah. That. Because now I'm going to toss my sausages in. And this is what I get when I cut it like this. You get sausages. A bunch of them. A bunch of little sausages cut up. That's what I get when I do it that way. And sometimes the skin comes off, which is fine. And so now, take that off. Okay. We need to stir that up. There we go. And I'm going to add in my sausages. And my sausages is in. I'm going to take that little piece of skin and put that in there as well. And I'm going to stir this up. Let it cook up. And so the reason I did my herbs and stuff is because I don't need no seasoning. Now, I have my herbs in here already. I have garlic in here. I have onions in here. I have the green peppers in here. So I really don't need any other seasoning. That's my seasoning. This is my seasoning. So this is done with any kind of seasoning, anything like that. I don't need it. Like I said, I did fresh. So now what I am going to put in here, though, that I didn't put in, is I'm going to do my oak wood smoke. pepper. Please forgive me, y'all. My fingers is not working so well today. It's working, but not for a constant thing like that. Not right now. Not today. Then my pink salt. And that's all my seasoning. Now I'm going to put it here. Okay. Then I stir in my seasoning. My pepper and salt. Get that stirred in real good. Well, somebody gonna have a double meat. It's okay. Okay. And so that's what our meat and stuff gonna look like. That's that. Now it is time. I think I'm gonna let the meat fry up a little bit more. Oh, well, first of all, if I turn it up, it would have been done. Let that meat fry up just a tad more. There's a couple of them like that. Okay, that's okay. Okay, so now let's see what we got here. Well, looks like the garlic is just frying up quicker and hotter than what I wanted to cook up, which was the meat. But nope, that's good. So now we're gonna put in our greens. Oh, our green peppers. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna, well, it'll come out, drop it in there. And I'm doing a lot because I like the green peppers, especially when you do it with the butternut squash noodles. Oh my god, it's so good. As always. Always. I am different. That's for sure. See? Do it just like that. Now we put our noodles in. And so these noodles here, depending, they can be strong. So I make sure, look and make sure they cut. Because like I said, they could be long. And so I just put all that in. Okay, let's put back all of that in. And then I'll just stir that in there because that don't take that long to cook, the noodles. So we want all the noodles, all that stirred up in here. Just like regular noodles. Just butter squash noodles. It's just going to be, you can either call it, but we're going to say spaghetti because I'm putting spaghetti sauce in here too. So it is typically, yep, it is. It's gonna be spaghetti. Okay, so yep, that is done now. And combine together real good. So now we're gonna put our spaghetti sauce in. But first, as I always say, make sure you taste your food. Yeah, that just need a little piece. Oh, I don't want to come up though. So taste your food. Okay. Right. Now it is time for our sauce. And that's the spaghetti. That's how it looks with the sauce in it. And we have a spaghetti, keto spaghetti. Healthy bunch of things to eat. Now you want to dump in half cream cheese. And then we want to take and pour in us some heavy cream. Well, that was all that was in that heavy cream. Then we're going to stir that up. And just keep stirring until it's all combined together. Which is not, because I just seen cream cheese. Okay. Then we're going to stir in the cheese. So as you see, it's all combined together. And now I need to add in some, I got here some 4-cheese Mexican blend. So that's what we're going to pour in. So put some of that in here. We do about 2 big handfuls. Be good. Then, okay, that needs to come out. Okay, so our garlic knots are done. And that's the garlic knots. I don't do it on the other side because they like it crunchy with a little tad of salt. So that's the garlic knots. Those is done. And there's the finished work of my keto spaghetti with garlic knots. But the garlic knots is not keto, but the spaghetti part of it is keto. If you like, thumbs up. If you don't like, thumbs down. And please, please, please take the time to subscribe to Tabby Love of Cooking. And everyone have a very safe and blessed night. Good night.